All right. I'm going to explain a bar chord that is in the shape of an E. And if you know your basic chords, it is using this. Okay, so your top string is going to be open, and then second fret, and then second fret on the fifth string, second fret on the fourth string, and then first fret on the fourth string, and then the bottom two strings are open. That is a basic E. Now what you could do is if you took your other fingers, instead of your first finger, take the first finger away and do the same chord with your other fingers, and then moved up, and then put your finger down here. So you're basically putting what's like kind of a capo here. Now you got an F. Now you got an F sharp or a G flat. And G. A flat or G sharp. A on the fifth fret. A sharp or B flat. B, and so on. All right. So we're just going to do it off of G right now. Again, you want to bar the first, and you want to make sure that, the sixth string and the first and second ring out. The middle doesn't really matter because you're going to put these down. Okay, and it's just like that E. You're just moving up until your first finger reaches that, what are we on, a G, on the third fret. Okay, now let me explain real quick about the chord. This is your root. All chords are based off of 3 notes: the root, the third, and the fifth. Okay, and what that means is if you were to play a G scale, first note, second note, third note, fourth note, fifth note, okay, and then you got 6, 7, and then first note again, which is the octave. Okay, so the first note in the scale, the third note, and the fifth note. Now, the way this chord is built, it doesn't go to the third right away. It starts on the root or the first, then the fifth, then the root again, then the third, then the fifth, then the root. Okay, so you're playing root, fifth, root, third, fifth, root. So there's lots of roots and fifths in there, only 1/3. All right, now here's a really important part that you can learn from this. If you take a third and you lower it 1 note, it makes it minor. Okay, major, minor. All right, so let's take this off, taking the middle finger and letting the bar cover that. Now you have an E minor, or no, I'm sorry, G minor chord, okay, based off of your E minor. All right, which some people do it like that, some do it like that. We're doing it with these 2 fingers so that we move it up. It's there. Okay, let's put this back on here. All right, so major, minor. Okay, now we're going to talk real quick about 7th chords. All right, 7th is the flatted 7th of the scale. All right, so we're going to do this again on a G, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's not this note, it's flatted. Okay, so when you got a 7 chord, you have 4 notes. You're doing the first, the third, the fifth, the 7th. All right, here we go back to our chord again. All right, now guess what? we're going to take, we have identified this note right here, 4th string, 3rd fret. That is our 7th. So if you take your pinky off, now you have a G7. G major, G7. Sometimes called dominant 7. Okay, guess what? If I take the pinky off and the middle finger, G minor 7. Okay, because you took that down on minor and you took this root down to the 7th. Okay, so now you know 3 chords based off of your E chord. You got your major chord, take off the middle finger, you got your minor chord, put your middle finger back on. I'm sorry, we have 4 chords. You got your 7th chord, and then if you take off the middle and the pinky, you have your minor 7. All right? Wonderful thing about that is you can move it anywhere on the fretboard, and you've got 11 new chords plus 4 iterations of that. So I just taught you 44 chords. Hope that helps.